I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots, I be getting money. I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady.
Hi, welcome to I Look Good Naked podcast with Terry J. Vaughn
and Cass Seegers Beatles.
Oh, you're saying your whole name today?
I am.
You were
today.
Just Cass.
Yeah, there are days. I don't know.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, well, Terry and Cass are here. And we'll have a guest today, which I'm very excited about. But before we do that, let's get to the business at hand.
Which one is the business at hand?
Your
My
quote
crazy
of the
thought
day?
or my quote of the day?
What do you want to do first?
It doesn't matter. The quote of the day is shorter.
Okay, let's do the quote of the day.
Since we will be talking style and fashion, then I had to give a quote from one of my favorite designers, because I do like a lot, but I like Betsy Johnson.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's crazy and just whimsical and all these things that I love. So, and I have to bring the quote out because now I don't remember the quote. But the quote of the day is, if girls dress for boys, they just walk around naked all the time. And I just like that quote because
That's
first of all, it's
on
true.
so many levels.
I look good naked. Mm-hmm. And also, we shouldn't dress for boys. We should dress for us. And I think a lot of times women get caught up dressing for what they think men will like. And so I just thought that was just a great quote. Don't do that. Just be naked. If you're dressing for the man, you might as well be naked.
You're right. That is a great quote. And it's perfect. That's a great question we can talk about with our guest today. Because I think that's good. Do we dress for boys or do we dress for girls?
Right.
Because I think we actually dress for girls. But
Okay.
okay, so I do want to highlight, and this is also in homage to our guest today, because I think that the woman that I want to highlight today is such a fashion icon. She's more than a fashion icon. She's an entertainer, a legend. She's a legend. So we are honoring Miss Diana Ross.
I knew it.
today.
I knew it.
Yes. She is a legend.
Yes, I love
Diana.
Diana Ross. So she was born March 26, 1944. She, of course, is still living and still fabulous as ever. She's a singer, songwriter, actress, and 12-time Grammy nominee, recognized as one of the most iconic singers of all time with a career that spans over 4 decades. Achieved 12 number one hits as a solo singer after ending her role as the lead singer of the Supremes in 1970. Gave a Golden Globe Award and Academy Award nominated performance, and she gave a winning performance. She didn't win, but she should have, for her performance in 1972's Lady Sings the Blues, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Became the first African American woman to co-host the Academy Awards in 1974. Did not know that. Named Female Entertainer of the Century by Billboard magazine. Declared the most successful female music artist in history by the Guinness Book of World Records in 1993. I'm guessing probably Beyonce might
have passed her now?
Maybe not
past her
really.
yet. She doesn't act.
Well, that's just,
Right.
did it say
She
entertainer
has
or did it say singer?
It's an entertainer.
Of the century. That's a whole 100 years.
Right, so how do you do that for 100
Yeah.
years? Because that means if somebody comes, but you know what, let's not
No. It said music artist.
The music
most
artist of the
successful
century.
female music artist in history by the Guinness World Book of Records.
But that to me, somebody
That
might
could
have
change.
passed.
Yeah. I'm
Did
sure
Whitney
of that.
Houston? Or
Probably.
Whitney,
because
it
this
seems
was
like
in-
Whitney had more hits.
This was in 1993. So
But
I'm
let's
sure
not
someone.
try to
But
argue
anyway,
the fact. She's famous.
I love me
we
some
love you,
Ross.
Diana Ross.
Right. I think we should introduce our guest, then I'll
Yeah.
get to my thought, because
Okay.
we're here. Everyone sees her.
Yes.
Watching.
So I'm really excited. I had a friend come to town. She was here in town for some other business. And I was like, hey, you should come be a guest on our podcast because you're so fabulous and you're what we're about. So my friend, the fashion, what's your title? Expert. Style expert.
Style expert, sorry.
She is a
I just
style
mean
expert. And I'll share something how we met when she styled me many years ago. Okara Banks.
Hello. Hi, ladies. I'm so happy to be here.
Isn't she beautiful?
I love
So
Terry.
we're really happy to have you here.
I'm so happy to
And she
be
brought us
here.
gifts.
And she brought us gifts. She
Hint,
brought
hint
us-
for all our other podcasts.
Yes. DL, you didn't bring us nothing.
Look, DL, but I love you. I'm waiting for you soon.
Yeah.
You brought you, DL.
You did, and it was perfect. And she has her own fashion line that she designs, and she brought us some.
I brought them
outfits.
some OTG essentials that
Yes.
feels very naked,
Yes.
very naked.
I love it.
That's I love the name of the podcast. When I saw that you guys had posted it, I was like, oh my God, I live for anything naked. I really do. I dress people and I dress myself and I love clothes, but if I can be naked 90% of the
Yes.
time, I
You be naked.
What?
Are you the person that comes into your house
And takes off my clothes
Yeah.
if I can? Absolutely. The first thing I need to do is as soon as I know that my day is done, I'll strip off everything in my room because I have OCD. I have OCD, so I have to do everything in that room. And then I'll take a shower, and I am a person who prance around naked for a little while. I'm that person.
I used to. When it
I
was
look
just
at
me.
myself in the mirror every day, every night. I just
No.
and then I'll put on my clothes, whatever,
Yeah.
to walk around in. But yeah,
You're lucky.
Yeah.
what do you mean I'm lucky?
Because I'm not doing that anymore.
Anymore.
There's too many kids around
Yeah.
the house. They get
Oh.
on my nerves.
See-
my husband to see me naked, then he think that's supposed to mean
That's a
something.
sign,
and I'm not
right.
really, that's not the sign
Well-
at the moment. I just want to be naked. So
Right.
I
No,
don't.
like,
I keep my
it's
clothes
too much
on
pressure.
to be safe.
Well, you know what has happened? I remember I had a couple of my younger cousins visiting me one summer, and they decided they wanted to come up the stairs and just come in my room.
That's
And when I
that's
walked
what younger
out,
people do.
I was they're like, oh my God, she flashed us. I was like, I didn't tell you to walk in here.
Yeah, that's what kids do. They have no regard
Yeah.
for your
And
space.
they knocked ever since.
Yeah. Well, my kids, they wouldn't care. They'll just be like, "Mommy, where's the milk?"
Right.
You know, just, "Mommy, what's that?"
Right,
What's
that's
that?
what it
What's
is.
that?
That's
What's
what
My
that?
daughter
Right.
does
I-
all the time.
But yeah, no, that's my thing. Like sleep naked, preferably. Yeah. So I love the show. I was like, oh, that's great. I really wanted to come a little half naked too, but it's cold here in Atlanta.
It is
Yeah, this
cold.
week. Yeah, you never know what week.
I did bring some-
Last week it was hot. This week it's cold.
It was hot. It's freezing.
It's freezing.
Yeah.
What were you gonna wear? Nothing.
I almost, let me tell you, it was about to be nothing but skin up in between here. I was going to have on a bra top.
That is funny. So
What's
we'll have
fashion?
you back when it warms up.
Yeah,
So I'm
summer.
sure that people would love
Would
to
have
see.
Then I
Appreciate
can't
that.
tell you
Yeah,
what's
they
going to
would.
happen.
Yeah, we'll have you back in the summer, see what happens.
That's funny.
So, no, I'm happy to be here.
Yes. No, thank you for coming.
You know,
Thank
I
you
love
very much.
ATL, especially when there's a lot popping.
Yeah.
Right
It's,
now
it's a
here.
popping place.
It's popping in ATL. Like, I knew it, but I came here and I was like, oh.
Yeah, you just were on Sister Circle.
I did Sister Circle yesterday.
Yes,
I
I
love
love
those
those
ladies. That was
girls.
my second
Yeah.
time on Sister
Yeah.
Circle as their style expert and designer, and we were talking about hot fashion
Yeah.
for spring. We were talking about repeat fashion, and we talked about my clothing line and my podcast, and it was cool because the first time it was very welcoming. This time it was like they really opened the door, and they were like, "You live in Atlanta? You know you
Yeah.
can come back." I was like,
Yeah,
They're
we did like a
really
week,
cool.
like a monthly guest spot.
Yeah, you know what? You
Sister-
heard
on
that?
Sister Circle.
Monthly guest spot.
TV1.
TV1. And I love TV1. I love the team, the women of TV1.
Yes.
What people don't know, I don't know if they know this. TV1 is really ran by majority women.
Yes.
Yeah, African
Like African American women that are so dope.
Yeah.
Educated, fly, cool, the biggest hearts.
Yes.
But it's ran by them, and I know most of them, and they've been really like so much love to me.
They
over the years.
are dope. We just wrapped on a movie for TV1.
Oh, you did?
And I directed it. And
Yeah.
so
I
they
saw
had
that. You
to
were
approve all
directing.
that. So yeah,
They do a
they're-
lot of
they're
projects
very-
down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
They
a
do.
lot, you know.
They do.
I've a couple of my friends like I have to go to Atlanta. We're doing a film. I'm like,
Yeah, they do a lot. they do a
Atlanta
lot
is
of
the
other
hub for
films.
I feel TV1's movies.
Yeah.
yeah,
right
okay,
now.
so.
I mean, that could change
the
but right
production
now.
companies that they usually work with are out of Atlanta.
Now, did you guys have your own production company? Did you use
Yes.
your production company?
We co-produced with Bobcat Films.
Oh, I just met him at the NAACP Image Awards. That was
Oh,
awesome.
you were there.
Yes.
I was there.
I was there too.
Yeah, the movie Cats wrote was nominated. When Love Kills.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to all the
Little
parties,
Mama
but it
and
was a lot of
Lance.
moving around.
It was.
Yeah, it was really dope. Yeah, I had a good time.
So, okay, so let's go into you and your life. Let's get nosy.
Like-
who's the favorite person you've styled?
Oh, that's funny.
That-
I was gonna ask her explanation, less pressure.
Well, you know, I've had one.
Now,
before.
aside from
I'm
Terry,
just kidding.
You know,
aside from Terry,
I love
who is
Terry.
your favorite
Well,
person?
I'll say this.
I'm so kidding.
No.
No, who like
No,
who's some of your
it's
favorite people?
crazy. It's like I've had some really cool people I've worked with, like really
Yeah.
cool. I've had a couple of, you know, interesting factors,
Mhm.
Well,
but
let's just talk about the people that you've styled
But-
and that you've enjoyed working with.
most
Yeah.
of them, like I've been very fortunate to have some really good feel good people.
Good.
You know,
Are there people that you are like, never working with them again?
I don't have to do that again.
Yeah.
One.
Oh, that's good.
Like
Yeah.
right now, one. There's been times where I was like, oh, I can take a break from them right now in my head, and then that kind of happens, and that's cool. Like it works out because I think one time I actually said it out loud, like I need a break
Hilarious.
from you.
Oh, let's
Like-
but sometimes
But
you gotta
even-
tell people their
But
energy.
even in love, because what happens, and this is like no dig, like it's all love. The more you're with a person, a team, you kind of get into their world or life, and you're like, you can become like family, but there's really still a business relationship,
Absolutely.
Right.
and it can become a little
Yeah.
confusing for everyone
Yeah.
after you've been with someone at least a good 2 years.
Yeah.
And you know, either it's going to become a tiptoe relationship, it's going to become a love relationship, it's going to become a weird or whatever.
Right.
And it doesn't mean that you don't still love them or
Right.
celebrate them or have love for them.
Right,
It just
right.
means like we might need it.
Right.
If the opportunity or if something happens where we can kind of take a break, that's cool. Like it's cool.
Do you feel that? And I actually used to be. I went to school for costume. I went to school for textile. So I
Oh, you
sewed,
did? Oh, I went to
all of
school
that.
for
and
textile.
I actually met Terry costuming. So when I was styling and in that world, do you find that you're as a stylist, as a designer, as a costumer, you're almost like a therapist? Because you basically are making people feel a way
really
by
great
the
about
way they-
themselves.
right?
So I'll say this because I am a costume designer, and costuming is one thing, but one thing I always and styling is another.
Mhm, absolutely.
And
go into that because people
so
don't
the
really
difference between a
understand.
costume designer, a stylist, and you know, I feel like even now, like style expert and being a shopper, they're all that's four different things. And being a designer,
Right.
you know, costume designing is what, you know, styling is what started my career. You know, costume designing is kind of where I went. But when you're designing a show, television, and film, like for me, even styling someone, I always lean towards making sure they're comfortable. Because I feel like people wear their clothes the best when they're comfortable. That's where the confidence comes in. Like, if they feel a little off, it's another subconscious thing they have to deal with while they're reading lines or being
Right.
challenged.
You're right.
It brings out something else. So I have that compassion. And I think that compassion has led people to want to share stuff with me.
Absolutely.
So yeah, there's a lot of therapy moments that do happen. But I feel like there's a lot of therapy moments that happen that I don't even ask for. But then I just feel like
Well,
I feel like if I always tell God, use me.
I was just gonna say,
I was like, use me,
you
use
are
me up.
very loving, and
Yeah,
you're just
thank you.
that way. That's
Right.
just how you're wired.
Yeah, that's how I'm
So,
wired. And I'll
people
give compassion
feel that.
until I have realized some people may take advantage of it and I need to bring it back.
Because
Right.
they need it. Right.
Yeah, but for the most part, even for myself, I want to be comfortable when I'm doing something. That really brings out whatever you're producing, what you're giving off. So as a costume designer, what I will say is you're creating a character. You're
Right.
bringing that to life. You're bringing, even if that person is playing another person, they're still in character. Even
Correct.
if that person's playing a character and it's pieces of them in it, it's still a character.
Right.
And with saying that, that's the difference between styling. You know, you may be building a closet, styling within that character's character, but it's still a character. You can't make them be Emily when they're really Keisha,
Right.
you know, or make them, you know, a princess when they're really a queen. There's a difference. You know, whatever the case may be. Same with a dude. He may be an attorney, but you thinking, well, he's a businessman. He's not. They both wear suits, but they still do two different things. There's a different
Right.
cloth in their walk, and there's different threads in their fabric of their clothing. Shopper, that's what you're doing. You're shopping. There's some people who have a set look already, and they may want you to introduce some things to them that they haven't seen. But what you do is you start off by shopping what they are used to, what they're comfortable with, and then you can then start to introduce and bring in some things to maybe some statement pieces to kind of give them things. And that's just, they may like your eye and appreciate what you bring, and they may not want to go shop, and they like what you do, and you fill their closet up, and maybe help them put together some outfits.
I'm gonna get there one day because I don't like to shop.
A lot of people I know don't like to shop.
Like to shop.
I had a
I
client
don't like it
who would
either.
break out in hives.
I get sweaty. I get hot. I'm sweaty.
She
when
broke
I
out.
shop.
She would
like
break
it.
out in hives and have a meltdown. And then there was
Yeah.
one client. She very successful EP executive producer, and she had to get ready for something. Like, she had a meltdown, and you would have never known. Like, a straight up meltdown.
Yeah.
And she wonderful person, but I was just like, okay, you're done. Put this on.
Right.
Because the crazy part is,
Right.
I still have to produce while you have me here.
Right.
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 You know, so
I would definitely hit a personal shopper.
yeah. So personal shopping, styling goes from one extreme to the other. I can be styling you for magazines, red carpet, appearances.
Right.
And what people don't understand about styling and styling for the moment is that you want to style a person for the occasion.
Right.
And that it's proper. We can still do whatever we want, but I come from that place that, you know, you dress for what the occasion is. If it's cocktail, it's cocktail. If it's formal, it's formal. That's not to say
Are
you
there
can't.
rules anymore though?
I think what has happened is that people like not having any rules.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this.
You're like, it's not like that. You have rules.
It's kind of like, it's not even about the rules. It's like, even I feel like you could play within any genre that you're in. I appreciate people being edgy and doing some fun things. Like, I appreciate how Rihanna does it.
Yeah, I love Rihanna. She's
Even
one of
if
my
she
favorites.
does edge or give you a bra top or a crop top, she still gives you a big full dress that's like bouffant and like
Right.
lace, whatever. She still makes sure she, you know, ties in
The occasion.
the occasion.
Gotcha.
Where I feel like, you know, there's some people who just like, well, I'm gonna just do what I want. And I'm like, well, I get it. You want to do you, but
You should do it within the realms.
do within the
of-
realms of what it is. You know, like if it's the Academy Awards, do that. If it's Black Girls Rock, do that. If it's the Emmys, do that. If it's you know, have fun within that moment and find a line to make it everything I feel like it could be. Because I really do. Like, I love that you can wear a good suit and it still be okay for all those occasions.
Right.
Depending on how you wear it. And really your hair and makeup.
Yeah.
Because you can do a smoky eye, your hair will put back really sleek, and bold earrings.
Right.
And that can give you a different statement, wear that same suit and then maybe bring it down.
Right.
And do something a little bit more, you know, not so flashy. You know what I mean? But it could go from, I feel like you can take, and we're going to say women's pantsuit, from formal to semi-formal. And you
have
can
to
do
dress
that.
from head to toe. Is basically.
Yeah, it is a head to toe thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's some clothes I have that I transition throughout the day. I can put on flip flops, I can put on pumps. Then I might decide to put on heels and do something different with my hair and go a little bolder. And it'll change it from day to afternoon to lunch, brunch, dinner to a cocktail moment.
Wow,
Right.
you're going that long, huh?
Yeah, I do really go that long.
And then go to a
think that's
cocktail
dope.
moment.
That's
That
why,
is dope.
That's
because-
why when I go home,
Yeah.
I take all my clothes off.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's
Yeah, but before I get to
Oh.
that cocktail moment, I'm just like,
So for girls like me who do not love wearing high heels.
I love a hill.
I love a heel because I'm
Every-
really
short.
everybody
I'm
around me
height
loves heels.
challenged.
Yeah, I am with you.
But they are just how you say that we should be comfortable.
Yeah.
They're just not freaking comfortable to me. I mean, there's some that are, but for the most part, is there a way
I hope you tell me that.
where you can stop? Don't do that. She can be honest. Is there a way where you can be dressy but still have a cute flat shape?
No, dressy in a dress, because that's what the
Yeah,
conversation
in a
is.
Actually, there is a way, long as I don't see your shoe.
So if it's a long to the floor dress,
Yep.
if you don't wear my shoe, I can wear a little cute.
You
little,
surely can. As long as I don't see your shoe and you're not showing it, why not? What I don't know won't hurt me.
Okay.
I mean,
you
I
do
don't.
see the shoe.
I don't advertise to that as much, but I'm not mad about it if you can do it. You know who did it really good for the
Who?
Oscars?
Who?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
She
she's
is.
always in a comfy
But
shoe.
you
She's
know,
always in it.
Whoopi
She was
is a
up.
prime example of who I love. Like she does Whoopi.
Absolutely.
And people go, what do you think about Whoopi? I was like, Whoopi knows who Whoopi is, and
Yeah.
Whoopi does Whoopi, and I don't
Right.
want Whoopi to do anything else because
That's right.
it won't look.
she will
right.
look uncomfortable.
She will
be
look uncomfortable, and it won't feel real
Right.
to me. And it's not for it to feel real to me. It's just I like Whoopi being Whoopi.
Right.
So I love the fact that she wore the dress she wore, and it was like, just fun colors. It looked like art.
Yes.
Right.
And I love the fact that the dress was so long. She let us know later at some point she was wearing Uggs.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
guess what? I didn't see her shoes. I would not have known what she had underneath that dress. But
So
I thought that
if
was
you
really
had
dope.
saw them, you would have been like,
I've been like, Whoopi, come on, you gotta be that comfortable.
So that means
She could have put on her Crocs and did her fun sock number because she does that.
that she does do that. So
Embellish
you're
the
saying
Croc.
that I can't wear a dress that's not to the floor and wear a flat shoe.
No,
Okay.
and not unless your feet are done and you're like doing what they did again at the Oscars. They decided
Right.
They wanted to take their shoes off. and
Yeah,
have
they
their,
used it.
their
Yeah.
flats nearby.
But
Like,
then you gotta use it everywhere you go.
Yeah,
then
you
you
gotta
have to
use
make
it.
it.
Like
I
most-
I gotta carry the
look,
high.
most of us keep a flat in our
Yes.
purse, no matter the occasion. Believe it or not, I know I do. Like a flat
Right.
pair of shoe and my little clutch
Yes.
or something, because we wear clutches when we go to somewhere
Yes.
formal. And when you have been walking and you already knew that shoe was uncomfortable
Yeah.
before you got your day started,
Right.
And
You-
you're
you-
in
Why
the
did we do
hour,
it? Why did we
Pictures.
put them on
Just
anyway?
Use,
It's like
just
we
use it
still
for
put
the
them on.
pictures.
I can't do it.
And then
If my heels are not
bothers me.
comfortable, I don't touch them. Like I was like, I cannot think. It makes my ears hurt.
Yeah.
It's just an uncomfortable place. Your feet hurting is like it stops.
It
everything.
does. It does.
So you don't do that. Like if it's a heel that's hurting your feet,
I
you
won't
would not
touch it.
wear
And there's been a couple of shoes that I've loved.
Yeah.
And I went to put my foot in them, and if it hurt within the 5 minutes,
I'm
my
with
feet.
you. I won't do it.
They're like, you can't. I'm like, nope. Because I did that once before with a pair of Stuart Weitzmans
Yeah.
that I
It's
love.
just not
And I
worth
have
it.
a lot of Stuart Weitzmans, but it was one pair that I was like, oh, I can stretch them. They'll be fine. And
Mm-hmm.
they still, after about an hour or two, they are mean to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can only cross my legs in them. So unless I'm going to dinner, I don't touch them. And even then, I still have a good pair of flats
Right.
that will
Right.
still complement the outfit. Because I
Right.
don't really feel like you should ruin the outfit because you have to
Right.
touch your shoe.
Right.
That'll complement the outfit, and I'll take them off and put them right on.
Okay. All right.
Are you okay with that?
Yes, I'm okay with
I think
that.
you just got
That's pretty
comfortable
much-
wearing your flats, and I think now you just got to find the right designer that has a comfortable heel. You should start looking
Yeah.
at Stuart Weitzman.
I do. I think I have a couple of pair of them. So I have a couple of pair of heels that I can rock that.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I will tell you this. I've tried to put on some bloody shoes.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, they hurt.
Every
They
time I
hurt.
put on those,
Yeah.
Those
they
shoes,
hurt.
those
And people wear them
They
like
hurt.
they don't hurt.
They
I
They
don't
hurt.
get it.
They hurt.
I have
Those
a
shoes
client
hurt too
right
much.
now.
They
that
suffer for fashion.
I can't.
I don't suffer for fashion anymore.
Yeah.
I'll freeze a little bit for it.
Right.
I'll be uncomfortable temperature wise, like
Right.
what
Right.
if
But
it's
you're
real
not
hot.
gonna be in pain.
But I can't do the pain with my feet.
yeah.
And I realized I know the designer shoes that I love that work, and I know the ones that don't really, rock for
Right.
me.
And they work for different. I mean, obviously.
And I
they're
love a good
different.
designer shoe. Like I love
Yeah.
Fendi shoes, boots
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
I've been doing that. A little Ferragamo here and there. They had like some great boots that I got this year, and I'm a Giuseppe works really well. For me.
Oh, I like Giuseppe. Yeah.
And Gucci.
Mhm.
Gucci had some really good shoes this
I
year.
have a couple there.
Those work well for my feet, like in terms of like I can put them on and I'm good. I can go.
Right.
And
What size
Stuart
shoe do you
Weitzman.
wear?
I'm an 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm an everybody girly.
Yeah.
Everybody girl 8.
Yeah, I'm the one when you go in the store like you don't got no more 38s. You don't have any more
Yeah.
8s. Yeah, seems
Yeah,
like
I'm 6 and a
everybody.
half, so they always have my size.
Oh, you get the good sales.
I get the sales.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're
She's
so
lucky.
lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
My mom is a 6.5,
I
and
get
she would
6.5,
always get
maybe
like the
7.
really great
Yeah.
shoes that no one.
We get the
bought.
last pair. It's always the
Like
last pair.
70%
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It isn't fair.
Well, I have other things, so. To balance it out.
So, and tell us your thoughts about the repeat.
Repeat fashion. I'm really a advocate for repeat fashion.
Because I am too.
I know
Because I'm
sometimes
like,
it doesn't seem
forget that.
fabulous,
Well,
but
what
look,
is fabulous, really?
I feel like fabulous is confidence.
It is.
I feel like, you know what? It's the way you rock it. It's the way you move. It's the way
Right.
you feel.
yeah.
You know, it's all in your attitude. You know, and to do repeat fashion, and I don't mean like your staples you repeat, like your jeans or your t-shirt.
Right.
Those are
No.
staples. Everyone should have staples they can go to and incorporate in their day and transition and different looks and dress up or down. I mean, like a good red carpet piece or a good show piece, a good statement piece, you bought that dress for a special event and you
And you're
really
taking
like
a bunch
it.
of pictures. You're
and
posting it on
Instagram. You know, Instagram has messed everybody up a little bit.
know.
It is, but
It's not that messed us up. It's just it's made us ultra sensitive
Yes.
to everybody's seen it and I got a lot of likes on that one, so I can't wear it again.
Not true,
No,
right?
I think.
Is there a time frame? Is there a time frame for which you should wear?
You know what? It depends on what it is. Like if it's one of those special event pieces, I mean, look, and people do what they want, and it depends on what you have in your closet, and it depends on what you can truly afford.
Right.
To when you can repeat it again. In my opinion, how I do things, I don't like repeating anything unless it's a year out.
Okay.
You know, that piece that's a year out. There's some things I've kept in my closet for 2 years and pulled it back out because people go, "Oh my God, I love that. Where'd you get that?" And I'm like, "This is 10 years old.
Right.
This is 6 years old," and that is repeat fashion. But you know, for some people, if you have a busy schedule and things going on, and there's a row of things you have going on, and you can, I'm okay with 6 months.
Okay.
And then I'm okay with
I'm
this.
good with that. Thank you for saying
Yeah,
that.
I'm okay with
Permission.
6 months.
The first lady, which I will still call her the first lady, Michelle Obama. I remember when she repeated a dress, and everyone online was just like, "Oh my God!"
But I
she
love that
repeated
she
it.
repeated
I do
it.
too.
Look, you're talking about thousands of dollars of $1,000 dress, not 1,000, a few thousand,
of
tens
thousands.
and thousands of
Dresses.
dollars in one dress or one shoe, and it's refreshing that she's telling you, look. And I think it was a 2-year time span.
Yeah, it was something.
2 or
The
3 year
fact
time
that
span.
people even knew.
Well, you're not gonna miss what the first lady's wearing because our first lady rocked. By the way,
She did.
She
She still does.
She rocked in so many ways. Where she was one of the first ladies to actually have her arms out and beautiful arms.
Yes.
out. But Michelle Obama, the queen of fashion and being an influencer and telling us in which direction to go in and the
Right.
forecast for fashion. Ann Winters has repeated something like a beautiful coat, designer coat. Katie Middleton, I just don't see there being a problem when you have spent thousands of dollars on something that's really looked at as a conservative purchase.
Right.
You're supposed to put it in your closet and bring it back out if you
Right.
can
And if
still
you
fit
like
it,
it.
and
Right,
if
that's
it's
the problem.
and if you
leave
really like
too
it,
long, then you can't fit it anymore.
yeah, and if
That
you can
sucks.
still fit it, that's even more beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Who did it at the Oscar? Rita Moreno.
Rita Moreno.
Rita
Now,
Moreno.
yes.
that was legendary because that was
legendary.
decades. Her
That was
dress is
dope.
That
not.
was 1950 something.
But I don't really consider that a repeat.
No,
though.
it wasn't,
That
but it was
something
very-
special.
That
was
was
something
special.
special.
She
It was
didn't
special.
repeat it. She just wanted you to know
I
can
still
do
got
it.
and I could still wear it. And that was
Yeah.
decades.
And do you know she's almost 90?
Yeah.
And
She
she
was
wore
like
that.
86. I was like,
You're talking about
be
over
kidding
3
me.
decades of
Yeah.
a dress she wore
Yeah.
that really fit
So,
the occasion
that was
perfect.
that was legendary. So I know
That
that
was
wasn't a
legendary.
repeat, but that was
No, that was
a
legendary.
highlight.
And
that
I
was an
love
Oscar
her.
highlight.
She's so fabulous.
But
She
your girl
is.
Tiffany did it fun.
Tiffany
did
did it fun. Tiffany did it right.
Yeah.
And Tiffany knows that I have
Tiffany
my
Haddish.
Tiffany
Which is
Haddish,
right.
you guys, since y'all don't know which Tiffany we're talking about. Tiffany Haddish did it the most fun, the most
Yeah.
honest, the
Right.
most beautiful way.
Authentic.
It was
I loved
authentic. She wasn't trying, but it was actually a conversation that her and I had,
Yeah.
about repeating clothes because Tiffany's a real girl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're no real girl, but she's a real girl. And she did not invest in fashion like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's not her thing.
Right.
She would rather invest in houses.
Right.
And that's just real talk. And not to say you can't invest in houses and clothes, but she's practical like
Very
that.
practical. Right.
And I love that about
Yeah,
her, and I
we all
respect
do.
it. So
Mhm.
when we did her press junket for Girls Trip, and it was time to do the premiere, there were designer clothes that I had, and at the time, Tiffany wasn't Tiffany Haddish right now.
Right.
I always knew Tiffany was Tiffany Haddish
Right.
because I've been a fan of her since day one. But it was letting people know about this big moment. So we went with that Alexander McQueen white dress.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget, she was like, I just saw my credit card bill. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
then,
love her for that. Yes.
and I got it. But
Yes.
but I had to even, that was one of those moments where I had to say, okay, Tiffany, look.
Yeah.
This
you
is
Girl,
gotta-
you gotta make a
You
statement.
this is your coming
This your
out
coming out.
party.
This your debut.
Yeah.
And and because this is your coming out party, until you get in there and you can play, they need to see you at your finest
Right.
Yeah.
right now. And she was the breakout star in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like the dress, because she has a really great body,
Mm-hmm.
I felt it was the perfect dress for her. And then when we talked about it, I said, you can repeat it. I said, look, I've told not just you to repeat your clothes. I've told Anthony Anderson to do it. I've told anybody who listened they should do it and make it okay.
Yeah.
And she listened and she made it okay. Now, she was on my podcast. I have a podcast called Style Lounge.
Yes.
And when she was on it, she talked about, I'm a diet red, I'm a diet blue. She don't need to diet now. She did the best of it that she
Yeah.
could do. And I told her, I said, well, just put a split in it or do something simple. And I told her maybe a sports coat and make it fun. So she did the split and she wore it on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Right.
And she made it a part of her. A part of her sketch,
monologue.
her
Yeah.
monologue, her part of the
Yes,
whole
I
moment, which I
loved
thought was
it.
brilliant.
Yes.
On top of the dress looks banging on her.
Yeah, it was. She's very smart, and the fact that she did that in the way that she presented it, because
It was
we
like,
all
I
feel
know.
that way.
And that's what I told her. $2,000 on the dress.
I don't want to wear it just one
And the
time.
thing is, she was like, I want to get my money's worth. I
Yes.
said, repeat it. I said, you have the personality. I said, start something. I
Yes.
said, start it. And
Thank
I don't
you,
mean,
Tiffany
I was like,
Haddish,
and I
for
don't
wearing
mean,
that dress again.
Yeah, I was like-
gave me permission.
I was like, and look, we always have permission, but I guess
Yeah.
they didn't get the memo when Michelle Obama wore, or Katie
Right.
Middleton, or Ann
Right.
Winters, or
They
Barbara
weren't vocal.
Walters.
They weren't vocal.
Barbara Walters wore a dress. She has a black dress that I'll never forget on the View. They talked about her. She had worn like 8 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's why she bought that black dress.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
and I'm
Got
sure
her
it wasn't,
money's
she got her
worth.
money's worth.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Tiffany did it right. And then
Yeah.
I told someone called me. They was like, did you tell Tiffany to repeat that dress or to wear it again for the Oscars? I said, well, I told her to repeat it, not three-peat it. I was like, but you know what? I noticed that every time she's worn the dress, she embraced it a little more.
Yeah.
And when she came out on the Oscars, she really rocked it.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I think it can go in a beautiful museum.
She better not
Start
wear
her
it again.
museum.
She
Start her
might.
museum.
I just have a feeling.
She gonna
Tiffany,
dress
for me
and
one more
she's
time.
gonna do it at least
One
one
more
more
If she
time.
does it one more time, it might be red.
You think so?
She said she was gonna dye it. She said,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
dye
I
it,
do. I feel like
and
she's
then I'm
gonna
gonna
do
dye
it
it.
one more time.
And I think if she does do it, I don't think she'll do it right now. I think she'll
Right.
wait
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
Because, and then...
You mean it probably will be red. Like I can see.
And then if she does it, I think it'll be dyed by then, which
Yeah.
means she may already started doing her homework, knowing Tiffany, to see
Right,
if
so
she can dye
she's
it.
gonna dye it herself.
Look, she's a researcher if you don't know it. She will research. She may dye it and then accessorize it a little different.
Yeah.
Because her hair's been different all 3 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her jewelry's been different all 3
Right.
times.
Yeah.
And her energy's been different all 3 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
energy's growing.
yeah, her energy's
Yeah.
growing. So I loved it. I'm glad she did it. And look, I wouldn't tell everyone to do it like Tiffany did it.
Right.
But Tiffany has personality. She's a comic one.
Yeah.
You know, she has the personality and she'll tell you why she's doing it. I spent this amount of money for this dress.
That's right.
It was the first time she made an investment like that.
Right.
So in her head, like, and I get it, I want to wear this again.
Yes.
You
Good
know?
for her.
Good
Kudos
for her.
to you.
Yay.
Yay.
Love to.
I love that too.
I have a question. This is my question about clothing and styling. Is there such a thing as dressing too young for your age?
Yes.
Well, what do you
okay.
mean?
Well,
what
what
is
else
young?
is young?
Because you can't. I feel like this. If you
What makes it young? Because I mean, you see mature women, and you're like, and maybe it's the
I
way
just
they're
had
trying
this
to
conversation with a friend this morning, and I was like, I don't agree. And it was one of the women who I love the most, Miss Angela Bassett.
do it. And oh
I
my God, that's what I was thinking about. 'Cause
Really,
I love
love
her body.
the way what Angela is doing at 59. She
I
first
love
of
it.
all, it's the way you carry it.
Yeah.
To me, she's such a classy woman with
Yes.
a great body. She's
Yes.
in shape. She gives me.
She
She's
doesn't
a
look like she's
royalty.
too young.
She
doesn't
don't
look
give
like
me
that.
anything because she knows who Angela is.
That's
right.
She knows who Angela Bassett is.
Right.
So she's not trying to do anything, but to me I look like she's having fun and she has the right team to bring that together.
Yeah.
Right.
And she figures out, oh, I got her, I'll do her. And
Right.
it always is with class.
It
Yes.
works.
It works. So my friend
And her
was
body
like,
is amazing.
incredible.
Yeah, so.
And if you work that hard for that body and you can make it look like that, and I don't think you're 59, I say do it.
Yeah.
And it's because one of my friend literally this morning was like, and what do you think about Angela showing her stomach? I said, I loved it. Every bit of it. That sequence piece, I was like, she did it so right.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like she is an advocate without saying to women, you can look your best still at 59.
Right.
Because she promotes to me, that's what I want to look like at 59.
Right.
Health,
Right.
happiness.
happiness.
Yeah.
She's a mother. And I said, she's a wife.
And she's a mother of young. She's not a mother of like grown kids.
But she's a wife.
And
She's
she's
not
a
a
wife.
naked. She's not a naked woman in the sense that she's by herself. Now, even if she wasn't a wife and she looked like that and she carried it, I still wouldn't be mad.
Right.
But she has a husband,
Yeah.
and he walks. She has a rock, in my opinion,
Yeah.
of a husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she has someone that holds her hand when she's being flirty and sassy. And if that's working,
Right.
then I have nothing
Yeah.
to
No,
say.
I love it. It works for
It works for her.
It works
It
for
does.
her. I love it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying watching her walk the carpet. Like, I'm excited to see her shimmy and be sexy and fitted. And I forget that she is a woman that's almost 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah.
what is your advice? So I agree. I love Angela. I love her style.
I think it's the way you carry it. Like, Nicole Murphy is 50. That
Nicole Murphy
Yeah.
is 50, and she's another one.
She
that body.
she wears a bikini and a crop top better
Yeah, she
than
does.
no
Yeah,
other.
she
Than,
does.
She
than
does.
half of anyone half her age.
Right.
She's a mother of
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
She,
Yeah,
em-
that whole
Out that body.
situation.
she
is out that body.
embraces being a happy mother of 5. She's
Yeah.
not afraid of being Nicole Murphy in that
I love
body.
it.
Right.
And I've seen that in person and went, well, I get it. Well, damn.
Yes.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
you are fine.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm not even mad about it.
Right.
Like, I
Right.
love it. And again, that makes me think when I turn 50,
Right.
that's what I want to look like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would like, but she just dropped 5 children.
Right.
Oh, out that body.
The sanity,
That is what I'm just
not even
like-
that body, the mind, the sanity. So again, these are to me the exceptions of the rule. You know what I mean? Because they have the team, they have the money, they.
Well,
can
she's
do-
wearing Fashion Nova. That don't
Well,
cost
that's
that much
true.
money.
That's true.
Right.
That's
That's true.
confidence again. That's knowing
Yeah, I
who
think
you
it's
are.
healthy. It's just that they're healthy. They have healthy
Bodies.
bodies.
It
They're
looks
in
great.
Shape. It looks great.
And so- and
it's
she's-
just that's not everybody.
That's not
Yeah,
everybody.
But that
everybody.
doesn't matter what your age is, though.
I
'Cause
say this.
It's still
It's-
other people that are 20 that should not be
but
wearing
when
that
Nicole
because they not in
decides
shape.
when Nicole decides to wear her hot pants and tie her top up, she's
Yes.
riding a bicycle,
Right.
which is
Right.
wardrobe appropriate
Right.
for her.
Right.
at
It's
her
not like
age.
she's going to
She's
the
not
PTA
trying to go to the
at
PTA
school.
meeting and be
Right.
like, hey, yeah.
That's right. That's
Right.
right.
She's not
It's
competing with her
appropriate.
children.
Right.
And
You know.
that's where, I
You know, I
definitely- you
feel
see
like
moms that do
you
that.
know, and she still has fun, but it's
Yeah.
just she's not running away from who she is. She's
Right.
celebrating. I'm 50. I'm fine. I'm fabulous, and
Yeah,
she
Janet
is.
does it too.
Janet's incredible. You know,
Janet's another one.
You know, I don't mind seeing them. I love seeing them wear a fitted tight dress, but they
Yeah.
wear it. I feel like sometimes it's attitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
is there a fine line of appropriateness? I mean, at 70, I wouldn't want to see that. I mean,
Well,
not
you know
unless,
what?
not
Chef
unless.
Babette.
I was about to say, but she promotes healthy living.
Right.
She
Who is
has-
that?
She's a chef. She's a vegan chef out of New Orleans.
Okay, well, what about Cher and Madonna?
Cher and Madonna are still. Why'd your face do that? But
Well-
but okay, Cher is 7. Is
I
Cher
love
70?
Cher, but I love the way Tina Turner does it.
Tina Turner.
Tina
does
Turner
it.
gives you a nice. She'll do you a fitted legging.
So
you'll
then,
cut
what's
legging.
the difference?
Right.
So, but
I
I
think
think Cher
it's
still
the-
dresses like Cher a la 80s. Is that what makes it?
I
different?
love Cher. When I first met Cher, I almost lost my mind, and she was like, "Hi, darling," and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Cher! Oh my God!" In my head, I didn't.
Legend.
get it.
I mean, she
She is a legend. She gave us a thong bodysuit.
Right.
You know.
Do we want to see that now?
I feel like I think that there is an energy that goes with it. If your energy is that you're still trying to promote, I might be 70, but I feel like I'm 35 and I'm a 35-year-old in my head. Or 25. And
So
that's
so
what
it's
you're
all about
selling.
energy. It's all about energy
You
and what
know,
you're selling.
I mean, I'm trying to put it where, like, I feel like I've seen some people reach trying to hold on to their youth. And I feel
Yeah.
like when you're trying to hold on to your
It
youth,
looks like
it
it.
looks like you're trying to hold on to your
Yes.
youth. It's like if you're,
Yeah, that's
and when
right.
you're not trying to do something, we are not thinking about it. I feel like when I see a woman like a Nicole Murphy put on a fitted little black dress that's tight and it's done right with a heel.
She's not trying to be 20.
She's not trying to be.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
just being.
She's just hot.
She's
Yeah,
just being
I agree.
hot.
I
And
agree.
so I'm not even thinking about it. So when I found out she was turning 50, I was like, she's turning 50?
Yeah, so
Is she really turning 50 years old?
Because that same
So-
theory works for men too. When you see
Same.
men,
When I've seen men trying to hold on to
you
being
can
around the
definitely
younger crowd,
it's the
or
same
still
thing.
trying
the
to, you
old
know,
man at the club.
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
or
like,
dressing the
let
way
it
they
go.
used to dress, and now it's not even
and
stylish
there's a,
anymore.
yeah, like,
And then trying to go to the club.
and
And
then,
then, and then
and
showing
look,
up at the club.
the thing is, if you're gonna go to the
In
club,
your
go to the
Coogee
club and
sweatsuit.
people watch and just chill because you just enjoy being at the club, and sometimes you want to break it down.
Right.
No, they're going to the club to holler.
They go in the club to holler, and the thing is, it is almost an energy thing. It's like,
Sir, granddad,
or uncle,
where are you? Why are you not
you
at
know,
home?
you're not my cousin no more. You're my uncle.
Right.
That is funny.
Yeah.
So, you know, I have some men like, you know, that, you know, because I've dressed a lot of men. And one of my, you know, me and Bill Bellamy have this conversation because Bill is like family right now. Like, to this point, over like years, I've watched him with his kids, and, you know, Bill is 53 and looks incredible.
Yeah,
Yes.
he does. He looks
Has a
fantastic.
bomb body.
Yeah.
You know, Keenan Ivory Wayans, I've worked with Keenan.
Yes.
Almost 60, if not 60 this year.
Yeah.
The
They look
best
good.
Yeah, they look
skin,
good.
incredible body. He got one of the best bodies that
Yeah.
I've dressed. Like, and he's almost 60. That's
dope.
crazy
Yeah.
to me.
That is
But
dope.
again, he knows who he is.
Yeah.
He knows what suits.
He
I
ain't
appreciate.
trying to
He
do
ain't.
nothing.
I
He
think
just
it's the
is what
trying
he
to
is.
do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. I'll tell you what. I don't want to see Angela Bassett put on some leggings, a cat suit. That
Right.
like a cat suit.
But that's never been her. Like I don't even see
No.
young Angela in a cat
no.
suit.
And so if she ever did that,
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
Right.
now if she did it and figured out a way to do it and it's all embellished, you know, stones or
I
pearls,
think she could do it.
she can.
But see, it's like,
she
okay,
hold
boy,
on,
makes
and
it-
then did a duster or
Yeah.
something with
Oh,
it,
right.
and
yeah,
make,
that's a little different.
like it's the way you do it.
Right.
You know
gotta
what I mean?
style it,
But see,
girl.
like
You know
Betsy
what I mean?
Johnson still dresses, and she's
But
70,
Betsy-
but that's her style.
Betsy always
always
gave
been
you
like that. Always
fun.
giving you that.
She always gave you
Whimsical.
whimsical cartwheels, and she always
Right.
gave you a tie dye
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
So the key is to stay true to
who you
You
are.
are.
Okay.
That is, and we
That's
have
always
talked
the key.
about this.
Yeah, stay
this
true
whole
to who you
podcast
are.
for the past 45
Well, that's
minutes
being naked.
has been to bring it all back to that one point.
Be true to
Stay
who you.
true to who you
Because
are.
I can't
I
tell
love
you
that.
you can't be fly and wear something.
Yeah.
But
it's
if
just
it's
being
not true to
who
you,
are.
J-Lo, Jennifer
Oh!
Lopez.
Oh, wow, that's another one. Oh, because
Yes,
she
J-Lo.
is, and she's what, 48,
Yes.
47, 48?
That
That one right there.
That one right there.
I'm like, girl, give
Yeah.
me
She,
some of that.
I just like watching her.
I want
Yeah.
that water. Or whatever she's doing, I want
I
it.
heard Jennifer
She's
Lopez
doing
say
A-Rod.
she said,
That's what she's doing. You don't want that.
Well,
"Well,
it's
working."
Anyway.
Well, she
Well,
did-
it was working.
she did
It's working for all of
It
them.
did
It's
work,
worked for
yeah.
every
Yeah,
single one of them
she's
because
dope.
it's her. It's her essence.
Well,
She
what
is
I
dope.
love about J Lo, who's priceless. Jennifer Lopez gives you Jennifer Lopez,
Yes.
but she never ran away from Jay being
Jenny from the block.
Right. I
She's
love her.
a really
I
a
just do.
jeans and hoop girl with a ponytail
Yeah.
who
All
always
day.
had up that body.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she never ran away from being Jenny from the block. But we
Right.
appreciate when Jenny gets dressed up.
Yeah.
She's the one who
She's
dresses
hot.
perfect for every
Everything.
occasion.
I
Yeah.
agree. She's
I agree.
always perfect.
From makeup to hair.
Yes.
Walking in the
Even-
park
even,
with her kids.
Even if she decides, I'm going to go to the Oscars and I'm going to give you skin, she does it right.
She
Right.
does it right.
She does it
every
right.
time.
She
It
does
never
it
looks
right.
trashy.
It never looks trashy.
And
And
who else
again,
really looks good, but still J-Lo is my top. It's Halle.
Halle Berry.
looks good. That
there-
body.
that
Yeah,
body.
that
What's
body.
happening?
Have you seen that yoga pose she posted on
Oh
Instagram?
my
I
goodness.
can't even do that. I don't do yoga.
She's
I got
hot.
strength, but I don't have that kind of inner
So
strength.
there's inspiration.
So
out
it's
there.
just, again, it's about confidence.
Yes.
I love seeing Halle at the Image Awards. She
Yes.
gave me
Oh, I love that dress.
She
that
worked.
burgundy dress.
That
Oh,
dress,
that
was,
dress
it was
amazing.
sheared on the side
Yeah.
and gave me
I'm
a
a
little
Halle
bit
fan.
of a.
Yeah.
Yes.
But her waist is so itty bitty.
Yeah.
I
But she's
am a
just itty
Halle
bitty.
fan.
She's
But and
she's
she's
amazing.
51.
Yeah,
You know
she
what
had
it
2
boils
kids.
down to? And she's had 2 kids.
Yeah.
J-Lo
Late.
had twins.
Yep.
And these women all have been wives.
Yeah.
They're mothers.
Yeah.
They're not.
They're career
They're
women.
career women. They're
Yeah.
driven. And I'm never really disappointed at what they do
That's right.
because they know who they are.
Yeah.
They still remain sexy.
Yes.
If I see that Jennifer Lopez or Halle Berry wants to wear a mini dress,
Yeah,
they
it
do it
doesn't bother
right
me.
because they
Yes,
give me
they do it
easy girlfriend hair, like
Mhm.
easy just loose hair or ponytail
Mm-hmm.
to make it relax, and it's believable.
Yeah.
I love you.
No.
Oh,
Okay, so all of these,
love
we
it.
keep talking about all these famous women. So just for the regular woman,
For the
give
regular
some,
woman?
give some. I know we have to wrap it up.
We
Give
do.
some tips and some hints, just something for regular women out there listening to the podcast, so they can be their best self. With
I will
fashion.
say this: there's something we said in the beginning that we didn't talk about, and it was, do women dress for women or men?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like this. Most women dress for other women so
That's
they
true.
can let them
I
see
agree.
either what they have or what they got.
Mm-hmm.
I am not one who subscribed to that.
Mm-hmm.
I dress to what makes sense. I feel like when a person goes even on the red carpet or you go, they did that wrong. Sometimes they doing what they want to
Wanna
do.
do.
And that,
Yeah.
even though
There's
they might
power
have
in
gotten it,
that.
there's power in
Yeah.
you doing what you want to do
That's
because
right.
that's what you want to do and you don't
Yeah.
care about what someone's like. I don't like that. She shouldn't have worn that. Well,
Yeah.
it ain't about you right now.
Right.
It's really about
Right.
how they feel and what they want. And I subscribe to what I feel and what I want
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Either you like it or you don't. So I feel like dress for you. Stop dressing for your girlfriends or you got the new
Right.
ring or the new Gucci because she
Right.
got it and
Right.
y'all trying to keep up on one another.
Right.
It's nice. I love seeing a hot chick embracing being fly. But dudes are real simple. I've met most of the guys, most of my like long-term relationship, I met them in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Of course.
Or like Jordans, a high top,
That's right.
or a onesie, one be very incognito in one of my jumpers.
Yeah.
At just out
I
on a
agree.
rainy day.
Guys don't
What
care like
guys
that.
like to
They
see
do
your beauty.
not.
There's some guys that like, for you to be high maintenance. I think they appreciate when you do it. But if they capture you in that natural beauty,
Yeah.
then that's what they really like. They like to
Yeah.
know that their girl looks
That's
like
what
that.
they-
Like they're
Or
gonna
out.
look when they wake up in the morning.
Right. Not when she wake up, I don't know what I'm gonna get.
Right.
Right.
So I feel like dress for you. One, it's confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's all confidence, knowing who you are,
Mhm.
being comfortable where you are, being who you are where you are in that time.
Right.
Be comfortable. Whatever that, I don't mean so comfortable where you look like you didn't put no effort
Right.
into yourself.
Right.
But always be
Get
comfortable.
yourself together and just
But
be
some
comfortable.
look,
I get you.
put some time into yourself.
Yeah.
You want something, people are attracted to your energy and what you see.
That's right.
Yeah.
They don't know the realness or the pedigree of you.
Right.
Unfortunately, they're looking at the
At the
exterior,
package.
the package.
Right. Mhm.
And sometimes that package can be just a t-shirt dress
That's right.
and confidence and a quick little
That is
pump.
my favorite. Jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's
Jesus,
my favorite.
that's the
Jeans
most
are-
about-
Mine is a hoodie. Mine's hoodie.
But
hoodies.
even in that, you can be hot in that.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
confidence. And
Right.
then, my other tip is, it really is. I think this show is about being naked and being true to who you are.
Yes.
If you can find that, be that. If you don't have that, get some real, I pray that everybody can find some, solid people,
Yeah.
friends
Yeah,
around their
friends.
life
That's
to
right.
embrace or tell them you're good enough, and that's,
That's right.
dope. You know, but always get your staple pieces too. I always say, if you're starting all over, make sure you got a good jean, a good sports jacket, a good t-shirt, a good classic pump, that bomb cocktail dress until you get that evening dress, and just, you know, work those pieces. Add, you know, you can get one pair of jeans.
And you can
Keep wearing
go.
it.
What's your site for your line? Her line.
Oh,
is,
my clothing line, which
Yes.
is called On The Go Essentials, and it's very
It's
comfortable.
perfect.
On the go pieces, interchangeable pieces that you can wear throughout the day. It's otgessentials.com. OTG stands for On The Go Essentials.com, and you can find us on Instagram at OTG_essentials.
And tell them
About the
your
podcast.
podcast.
My podcast, Style Lounge. Check out Style Lounge. We have had some wonderful guests. I hope you guys can come when you're in LA.
I'll be in
We-
LA.
Yeah,
I'll be
we
there
haven't started
soon.
traveling lately yet. I probably will start traveling very soon. I feel like there's more in that. But check out Style Lounge on iTunes, YouTube, and SoundCloud. And you can catch me at Okira Banks across the board on social media.
OKER.
A Banks. Okira Banks. At Okira
Love
Banks.
it.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank you
appreciate
for having me.
I'm gonna post the picture where she styled me.
Oh my
many
God.
Years ago. I'm gonna
It's
post
so
it.
good.
Thank you for being our guest. I love you.
I love you.
And thank you
This
all
was
for
fun.
tuning in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank y'all for tuning in to I Look Good Naked.
I look good naked. I'll show you next time.
I'm a boss chick, yeah, I'm a boss lady. I be calling shots,